UK, normally I'm supposed to be charging you people money to pay me, but because you are my family now, you know, show facts, I'm just going to let you know, like I'm just going to tell you for free. So a lot of people have been asking me, can you just, you know, can you just refer us to someone to teach us IELTS, to teach us on IELTS? And I'm like, I didn't want to jump to just recommend any other person, but now I've made my research and I know someone that is going to help you to pass your exam. Hey guys, welcome to my YouTube channel. My name is Show Me Mary or Shifoduri, and this is Show Me O'Clock. Yeah, on Show Me O'Clock, we talk about lifestyle, we talk about God, we talk about everything related to being a midwife or a nurse living in the UK generally, and I am pleased to have you here. If this is your first time on my video, do well to like this video, subscribe to this YouTube channel, and check our videos for numerous videos that we've uploaded that can be of help to you. And if you are my returning subscriber, thank you for coming back. I really appreciate it. So, you know, when you do something once, it might be a mistake, it might be luck, but when you do it twice, that means something that can be repeatable. That is, it's something that everyone should look into. And writing my IELTS twice, I'm going to say the story during this video. It's something that as at then it was very heartbroken, but now I believe that God made me pass through that process just for me to be able to share my story and for me to encourage other people. I believe that IELTS is very simple, because when I left School of Midwifery, I knew I wanted to travel out, but I didn't know what to do. So I started getting information from people bit by bit, and there was this program by FCMB. It was really an eye-opener where they discussed about IELTS. So they told us the IELTS, the grading system, how it works, why people keep failing it, and how you can pass it. Do you understand? And it's kind of, you know, it was a marketing strategy for them to know that they assist students to be able to pay your school fees in foreign currency. And I think it was a good initiative. So from there, I had it in mind. So and you know the way Google works is that if you're on Twitter, if you're on Instagram, if you're on YouTube, what you keep searching for will keep popping up for you. For example, if you're thinking of decorating your house and you start searching how to set up a home, how to do this, how to do that, Google automatically, if you go on Facebook, it will bring something related to that. Go on Instagram, you see something related to that. It's just a way, it's kind of a marketing strategy. You know, when you accept all those cookies, these are one of the things that they use to, you know, target you for ads. So I was on Twitter one day and I saw a program. It was by Lead North Africa, and they were talking about IELTS, how to migrate as a nurse. And I just went, I registered for the program and I went, and it was an eye-opener. For me, for my IELTS, I paid a tutor for it. People say you can do it, you can read and pass on your own. Quite all right, but I'm someone that I want to know the nitty-gritty of this thing. I don't just want you to teach me, I don't just want to assume, I want to know what this exam truly comprises of. And I was working as that then. It was very stressful, so I said, you know what, let me just pay someone to teach me. And shout out to Mr. Collins, he did teach me. In fact, he became my friend, you know, till distance just separated us. It was really good with that. And when I went to my IELTS the first time, I was like, remark this exam, remark it, this is a good result, this is a very good result, Mary, remark it. And I was like, you know what, remarking is 40,000 naira, the exam is 70,000 naira. If I remark and I do not pass, that is, I have to cough out another 70,000 naira. But if I have that 40,000 naira and just work small and add 30,000 naira to it, that is 70,000 naira for IELTS. That was in 2019, it was still 70,000 naira. So I said, you know what, I am going to rewrite this exam and let me just put my mind. For you to be wondering, what did I get? I'm always proud of my results because I got 8.5 in reading. You can say it again. I got 8.5 in reading. I got 8 in listening. I got 6.5 in writing. I hated writing. But I got 6.5 in writing, and I got 6.5 in speaking. I was so angry. Speaking of all things, I see if the remarking was cheaper, because I know that British Council now you can now remark a module for like 15,000 naira. So that's like the latest the information I had like last year or something. You can now remark. If the remarking was cheaper, I would have remarked my speaking, but because it was expensive and I didn't want to waste funds, so I had to just speak, and I had to just, you know what, I'm just going to close my eye, redo this exam, and I'm going to pass. So I redid the exam. In my reading, I got 8.5 again. See, hey, if you're looking at me, they're hot, so I got 8.5 again, which is brilliant. Like, yeah. I'm a proud girl, don't worry. I got 8.5 again, and in my listening, I got 7.5. I will explain why I got 7.5 for you, because I could have gotten 8.5 or even 8 in that listening. Then in my writing, I got 7 this time around, and that was the result that made me pass, you know, the Ielts exam. So which is really, really beautiful. So I'm sharing this with you for you to know that this exam is not hard. Take it from someone that has written it twice. And I know, you know, there was a time I started a group to start teaching people Ielts, but it's time consuming, so I stopped. But if you're watching this video to now, a lot of people has been asking me, can you just refer us to someone to teach us Ielts, to teach us on Ielts? And I'm like, I didn't want to jump to just recommend any other person, but now I've made my research and I know someone that is going to help you to pass your exam. So I'm talking about top-notch consultancy. This person has a degree and master's in English language, and you know, all his life, all the times I've known him, he teaches English. So he's familiar with Ielts, not just Ielts, TOEFL, and every other exam, international exam, English language international exam. He can also help with your registration. And guess what? Because I told him that I have loads of people on this channel that have been asking me, how can I pass my exams? I would need extra support to pass, and I've been able to talk him to bring down the price of training. So we'll be having a batch training in April. So if you are still watching this video, go to the description box, send a message to him, and you know, use the discount code SHOW, SHOW. I'm going to put it on the screen, and I'm going to put it there. Take this opportunity, because I only begged him, please discount for at least 10 people. So if you are watching it and you have 25,000 naira sitting down in your bank account and you want to pass your Ielts, go quickly and go to the description box and make sure to click on that link. It's time limiting though, because this person does mostly one-on-one coaching and the pass rate is 98%. So if you use it plus the trick I want to teach you now, forget, you're going to pass your Ielts in one sitting. And you know what, so Ielts is now very expensive, so I wouldn't, for someone like me, I don't like to waste money. I wouldn't want to like just take a go, just do it and waste a whole, I think it's 90,000 naira now, and waste 90,000 naira and you know have to do it again. So what if I register for like 90,000 naira and I have 25,000 naira to just book a tutorial? I know it's going to just make a whole lot of difference, rather than having to rewrite the exam. That is just, you're going to be spending like 180,000 naira at most. So if you're from Ghana, you're from Zambia, you're from anywhere, you can reach out to me so that we'll find a way to pay this money. But still, just click on the link so that you can reserve your space, because this offer is for the first 10 people that are going to register. So back to my story. This is a trick that I've used, and it clicked on me to like tell people on my channel, because I have someone that had written Ielts for 7 times and did not pass. 7 times and did not pass, and his brother reached out to me, showed me, I need to talk to you. My elder brother has been writing Ielts and he's been having like the same issues. He's been having issues with reading, and I'm like, bring him to me. I am the reading mistress. For me to have gotten 8.5 twice in reading, forget, there's nobody that cannot get it. So I told him to reach out to me. He reached out to me. asked him, how are you doing, what's happening, what do you think might have contributed to you not passing this exam. They said, this is it, this is it. And I was like, you know what, I understand. I'm going to give you this trick. And guess what? I'm not saying it's all by myself, but in the next exam he wrote, he did pass the exam, and he's now in the UK. And you know, the same thing happened to my closest friend. She wanted to take nursing school exam, and she wrote the first one, she didn't pass. And the second one, the Holy Spirit nudged me to like talk to her. And I'm like, babes, what's up now? I want to give you this trick. You have an exam, another exam next week. I'm going to tell you this thing. And I gave her this same trick. And she passed. In fact, she came first on the list. Hey, God. So this trick, normally I'm supposed to be charging you people money to pay me. But because you are my family now, you know, show facts, I'm just going to let you know, like, I'm just going to tell you for free. So, you know, the highest you can do is just, you know, register on that link in my description box and, you know, just up your game with that. So the trick I'm going to say is that usually a lot of people struggle with time doing Ielts. I know it's not easy, but people struggle a lot with time. So what I tell people is that, especially for your reading, spend a lot of time reading the passage. Fine, it's so tempting to brush through the passage and run to the questions. Spend a lot of time reading the passage. Know what each paragraph is talking about. For example, if they're talking to you about chimpanzees, you know the first paragraph is talking about the types. The second paragraph is talking about how long they live. The third paragraph is saying the kind of offspring or how they reproduce. You understand? Just read the passage. The passage is long, but the trick is, if you spend 5 minutes reading the passage, then I assure you that you would have a lot of time. It will be easier for you to skim through the questions, because that way you already know what you're looking for. So once you read through the passage, you understand that, underline the key points, read like an examiner. If you are the one setting these questions, what are you going to set? So underline the key points. When you're underlining the key points, it is sticking to your brain. So that's what I did. I kept underlining. And when I go to the question section, I know they ask, how does a chimpanzee reproduce or something? I know where to find the answer from. I know that paragraph C was talking about how to reproduce. So I go back there, check the answers, and, you know, just answer them. And what I tell them is that don't spend more than 1 minute on each question. If you do this question and you don't know it, leave it alone. Skip it. That's the best thing to do. You might think that you're wasting your time. Trust me, I have used this trick throughout my nursing school. Like, I'm always one of the first person to finish from the exam hall, because I know that I don't waste time on the ones I don't know. I go to the ones I know. And 30 minutes into the exam, or less than 20 minutes into the exam, I'm done with my objectives. Like, I'm done. Then I leave it alone. I go to my theory. And sometimes you find out that even in the theory, the answer is in the objective. Because I've looked through all the objectives, I can know that there's an answer or something that is going to remind me. So I do the theory. I leave the one I don't know. I do the ones I know first. Very, very well. I arrange it. I do the ones I know first. Then the one I don't know, I now go back to it. Once I spend another 30 minutes answering the ones that are the ones I do not know, that I know the answer is not going to fall from heaven. At the end of the day, I'll just write something there and just submit my papers and go, you know, go and prepare for the next exam. That's the way. I think that's the way to write exams, basically. And it has helped me. I'm an A student. I always get like A's and B's in my exams. So it's one trick that I brought into my Ielts, and it did help me for the twice I did my exam. By the time you've done the ones you know, you've gone to the second passage, you've done the ones you know, you've gone to the third passage, you've done the ones you know, you find out that you still have loads of minutes. You can have 30 minutes extra. Then that 30 minutes extra, you can also do that again. Go into the passage, you know, do it. At the end of the day, you find out that maybe the questions you've not answered is just 2. Then you can now take your time. If they say 5 minutes more, then you just say, okay, mini, mani, mo. Father has a donkey, donkey has a father died, donkey died, mini, mani, mo. You pick one. At the end of the day, you find out that you've done the most simplest questions that are going to get you a mark. You've done the other questions that are still going to get you a mark. And the ones you don't even know at all, you're going to leave that. And, you know, even if you miss it or you get it, you've still gotten you've still gotten a mark. You say you've still gotten something that is going to bring you close to the pass mark. So this is one of the tricks I've used times without number, and it's really helped me. Shout out to Top Notch Consultancy that's chosen to help people on my channel to, you know, pass their Ielts exam. This trick and more is what you're going to know, and you're going to find out, and you're going to practice, and you're going to be taught if you join the batch class for April. Till we meet again in the next time, I really hope you pass your exam this time. Bye for now.